Hey everyone, and happy Friday. My name is Azucena Gonzalez. I'm a group fitness instructor throughout various gyms in the valley. And that being said, for a short time, this baby is coming. So yeah, I won't be teaching after next week with the exception of one class. But I still will be going to class. I need it. I need that physical activity in my life. It helps me sleep. It's always helped me sleep even before being pregnant. It really helped me get physically tired so I can fall asleep at night. But also, it just provides me with so much energy and so much strength. So I just got to keep doing it. Within reason, of course. I'm not trying to be I'm not trying to do what I used to do. So yeah, rest assured, everything is okay. But I wanted to talk to you all about something. And recently, I had somebody who was talking about, I was going in to teach a class and I heard a couple of women talking about their weight loss and, their ideal weight and that kind of stuff. And I'm just listening to them because I'm setting up my music. We're about to do our class. And I'm just listening, seeing what people are saying. And I thought one thing that I thought was really interesting was just the focus on, I feel like my body's changed, but I just haven't lost weight. And here's what I want to tell you about weight loss. The scale is not always a good indicator of the progress that you're making. It really isn't, and it can be really frustrating. It can be disappointing. It can be discouraging to look at a scale and say, I've done all this work and I still don't see the numbers change, because you then also overlook all the other things that you're also seeing as a result of you working out. Feeling better, doing heavier weight, your clothes might be feeling different. Even though you're still wearing the same size clothes, they might feel better, they might fit, you might feel like they fit better. Focusing more of the feeling of like, how do I feel after I work out? Or how do I feel about the fact that I can now do X amount of weight dumbbell wise, or I don't get as tired as often, or I go up a flight of stairs and I know I'm not going to be winded. Like, focusing on those feelings instead are much more powerful versus just the scale, versus the number on the scale. Because again, that is not a tell-all anything, because yeah, it doesn't show anything, and it doesn't say how healthy you are, how strong you are, how capable you are of doing so many wonderful things. So really focus more on, like I was saying, how you feel, how far you've come, right? Because it's so easy to say, oh man, like I can't believe I can only do this much weight, or I can't believe I only do this much. Boo-boo. Like, do you remember when you started and what that looked like? Like, do not shortchange yourself. And here's the thing too. Say your goal is to lose weight because doctor recommendation, health reasons, even aesthetically wise. If you're like, I just feel like I need to lose this much weight. Okay, that's fine. Like, I get it. But I encourage you to think about what are ways that I can do that while making sure that I still don't diminish my self-worth over it. Because you're not a number. Like, you're not. You know what I mean? And I tell you this because my pregnancy has shown me so much. I was really nervous about gaining weight at first, because then my concern, how do you get rid of it, right? And everybody's like, oh, you'll get rid of it easily and all this stuff. And I'm just kind of like, okay. And then I noticed that people would also say, oh, well, you'll bounce back. And I'm like, again, like, it's not nice to talk about that kind of stuff if people aren't wanting to talk about it, or if they don't bring it up, right? I typically don't bring it up. But like I said, I've come to terms with it. And I'm always like, wow, like my body is capable of holding all of this in and do what I do. Like, I'm impressed. Do I feel funny that I get out of breath? Yes, that's a new feeling, but it's okay. You know what I mean? Because I'm focusing on the other things. I'm focusing on the things that I can do and all the changes, all the beautiful, miraculous changes that my body is doing, Because regardless of where you are on that scale, and you know, some days, months, years are better than others. They just are, right? For XYZ reasons. But you know what? Like, focus on that feeling instead. Because here's my thing. If you don't focus on the feelings of you know, if you're like XYZ, you're going to get to that weight and you probably won't feel what you were expecting to feel. Because then you might think, well, maybe I need to lose a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about how much weight loss or weight gain or whatever. No. Unless you're in some sort of competition that is telling you need to weigh certain amounts. Like, really, I wouldn't worry so much about losing weight. Especially because here's the thing. So a lot of times what happens is that if you're working out, and I mean, if you're working out as in doing weights, because if you do cardio, then you will most likely burn off excess calories, assuming that you do it for the right amount of time and all that kind of stuff, and that your eating changes and that kind of thing. And you will see some changes in your body and then potentially lose some weight that way, right? But if you're lifting weights and that kind of stuff, you might say, I feel like I'm slimmer because of the way my clothes fit. They just feel nicer around my hips. You know, I can tell when I put on my undergarments, my shirts, they just feel differently. But the weight stays the same. It makes sense because you're getting rid of fat and replacing it with muscle. And muscle is a good thing, you know? So just be mindful. I'm just throwing this out there because, yeah, like I hear people get so hung up over a specific number. And I encourage you to not think about that number because it's really not saying much. It doesn't, okay? Now, if your doctor has been like, hey, this is how much you weigh, you need to do something about it. I'm not telling you to be like, dismiss what they're saying. They're telling you something for a reason. But I'm just telling you that there's no need to obsess over it. You know what I mean? Because then that doesn't help either. Like, it doesn't. Surround yourself with people who support yourself. Reach out to me. Reach out to other people. Because really, like, you're not a number on a scale. Okay? So, yeah. I'm just saying. Like, it is what it is. You're a whole human being that is lovely and capable and deserving of everything good. So, yeah. The number on the scale, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But focus on how good you feel and how you want to continue those feelings and what promotes those feelings. If it's going to Zumba, if it's doing body pump, if it's going to CrossFit, if it's doing yoga, if it's swimming, like whatever that is, keep doing you, boo. Okay? If you want to reach out and talk more about it, let's go ahead and chat. Because I know it's not an easy conversation to have. You know, because you can really feel this pressure to weigh a certain amount, right? Because then you're also like, shoot, like, oh my goodness gracious, like that sounds like such a high number. Like, don't even worry about it. It's all good. All right. Well, anyways, I just needed to have that conversation because, yeah, like I said, I was overhearing this conversation and it was like, wow, you know, like there's this emphasis on that number, and there really is no need to like let your emphasis be other things. You know, how good you feel, you know, the good that you're doing to your body when you nourish it, you know, with all the right things, you know, because it's not about punishing our bodies. Like I tell my class, it's not about punishing our bodies. The class is supposed to be a celebration of what our bodies can do. You know, we're not there to punish ourselves to atone for our sins of what we ate or whatnot. I mean, because we're meant to enjoy good food as well, regardless of what we consider that good food to be. So, yeah, let me get off my little soapbox. But, yeah, I'm here for you, boo. You got this. Keep on going. If you fell off the wagon, if you're like, oh, my God, I binged or whatever. So, get back up. You got this. Do it again. You can always start all over. I could have had 10 Twinkies right now and then been like, well, that wasn't very smart. Now I feel like not good. But you know what? Like, I'm going to continue. I'm going to go to the gym again. I'm going to, you know, maybe not eat 10 Twinkies next time. That kind of thing. Like, seriously, you got this. Don't give up on yourself. Alrighty? One event in your life does not define the rest of your life. So you got this. Until next time.